Romantic relationships in video games have become a big and important addition to video game storytelling, providing depth to a character and taking the immersion of games and their stories to a new level. Love stories play important roles in a lot of our favorite games, so today I want to take some time to acknowledge some of the most well-written and engaging romance narratives that are scripted in video games. These romances are in no particular order, and beware of some spoilers. Up first is Tess and Joel from The Last of Us. Tess and Joel are partners in business as well as very close friends, and clearly something romantic is going on there too, though the game doesn't dive into this as much as some of the other romances on this list.
Hey, we had a drop to make.
We had a drop to make.
Well, you wanted to be left alone, remember?
Tess and Joel have similar philosophies of the world and are both survivors of the beginning of the apocalypse, meaning that they remember life before and they are very aware of all that they have lost. As he's experienced loss, Joel has understandably become more tough and more hardened, but Tess is able to understand him and to encourage him to still have hope and view things in a new way. Tess holds on to some hope that things can change, and it's largely her hope that encourages Joel to continue with Ellie after Tess can no longer continue with them. Whatever exactly their relationship is to each other, there's clearly care and compassion between the two, and at times they're the only ones that can talk sense into each other, making this a complicated and interesting relationship. Next up is Dina and Ellie from The Last of Us Part 2. Dina and Ellie know each other really, really well.
You know what I love about you? How you let me finish my sentences.
They've been friends even before they started dating, and they're together through some extremely traumatic things. Dina likely knows Ellie better than anyone else, perhaps even Joel. They make their efforts even during challenging moments to show up for each other in big ways and small ways, and it's really clear how much love is between these two. Because Dina and Ellie understand each other so well, they're also able to know what boundaries they can set and what will happen if those boundaries are crossed. There is some ambiguity with the way that The Last of Us Part 2 ends, but I know personally, even though I knew it wasn't realistic, I wanted Ellie to have a very straightforward happy ending. I think that's what a lot of us wanted. I think a lot of us wanted her to find that happiness with Dina without having to continue hunting Abby, but of course you have to think about, is it more realistic and true to Ellie's character for her to continue hunting Abby? Yes. That doesn't make it any easier to see this conflict in this relationship, but it is true to her character. And it's interesting to see this game balance the many things that Ellie wants, because she wants this relationship, but she also wants whatever she can get for closure with Abby, and she has to decide, in a sense, which of those is most important to her. Next up is Nathan and Elena from Uncharted. Nathan and Elena have known each other for years. They've really grown and matured together. I think Elena understands Nathan really well, and she's very patient with him as he's trying to navigate changes in his life and challenges that he faces. Elena and Nathan are honestly equally adventurous, though Elena has definitely learned how to take better calculated risks, while Nathan is still very much just diving into whatever crazy situation he gets himself into. They are both smart, loving, and willing to retry and to give each other more than one chance, traits that are honestly necessary in navigating a relationship. At the conclusion of Uncharted 4, they seem to have a plan, they seem to have something that will make both of them happy and meet both of their needs, which is really wonderful to see, as they do kind of struggle with that throughout this series.
It's not gonna be easy, you know.
Nothing worthwhile is.
Next is Sam and Lonnie from Gone Home. Sam and Lonnie are technically never seen on screen, other than photos and documents, but this game really revolves around their story and their relationship.
But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad.
Sam is the protagonist's little sister, and it is her voice that narrates many of the notes and items that are found around the home as you explore it. Sam and Lonnie are teenage girls whose friendship has developed into more than that. Coming from a family that is seemingly homophobic and not accepting of Sam, Sam has run away with Lonnie. It's a very bittersweet story. I know I personally really wanted them to be happy and safe, and I think at the end of the game, we want more of a resolution to know where they are and how they're doing. But this is also also very realistic. In a family where they aren't supportive and accepting, there are going to be questions that will never be answered because the child and their partner have been pushed away by that family. They aren't real, obviously, this is a video game, but this is a very real experience, which makes this love story even more touching and again, very, very bittersweet. Next is Chloe and Rachel from Life is Strange Before the Storm. Chloe and Rachel are a duo who can get in a lot of trouble together, but who always have each other's backs. Granted, there are some actions taken by Rachel between Before the Storm and Life is Strange that are a bit out of character, seemingly, at least the way that she's portrayed in Before the Storm. So primarily, I just want to focus on what happens in Before the Storm. The two have many shared interests, which surprises them, and they quickly develop a close bond that is clearly romantic. They recite lines of poetry together that really accurately portray their relationship and the dynamic of their relationship, and their closeness is what even encouraged Chloe to step out of her comfort zone and to even be involved in a play in the first place. Chloe and Rachel are a video game romance that really feels like young love. Even a bit naive sometimes, but always charming and sweet.
You and me, driving down the coast, filling up our truck with hilarious souvenirs, and every night we'll find a different beach to walk along and watch the sun go down.
The two really have that hopeful approach to love that everything will be okay and that they will always have each other, which can be downright painful thinking of the overall story of these games. It makes the quiet, sweet moments that they can enjoy together even more meaningful and special. Next is Senua and Dillion from Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. As a couple, these two don't get really very much screen time at all. However, it's this relationship that has brought Senua on her journey.
You took him from me. I beg you, let him go.
And it's this relationship that eventually brings her peace. Senua has consistently been mistreated and outcast by others, and it really wasn't until Dillion that she felt truly seen and understood by someone. Dillion didn't judge her, nor did he pressure her or expect her to be anyone but herself. I personally love this so much for Senua. It is so critical to her growth and development, and it's one of the things that helps her embrace herself at the end of this game and move forwards in a healthy way. This relationship shows not just the importance of close, even brief moments together, but the impact that love and kindness can have even in the darkest times. Finally, we have Ellie and Riley from The Last of Us Left Behind DLC. Ellie and Riley have so much fun together. I said Chloe and Rachel were an example of young love, but I really think Ellie and Riley are like an even more quintessential portrayal of it. We all remember being a teenager and having a crush and being so awkward and not knowing what to do, and yet what comes through more strong than anything in their relationship is the joy and the love, the absolute happiness of the smallest things that they can enjoy being together and doing together.
No, please don't go. I'll be so miserable without you.
It's so touching, not just in the world of The Last of Us, where there's so little happiness, but just overall. They are able to enjoy the time that they have together and find ways to set aside their fears. It's admirable, and it shows the love that they have for each other. So there you have it. Those are my picks for a few video game romances, video game couples that overall provide so much to the stories that they're in. Let me know in the comments what your favorite scripted romances are in video games, what your favorite scripted video game couples are. If you like more content like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.